know there is over 400,000 plants known to science? Today I'm not going to talk about all those 400,000 plants. It will only be 3 houseplants. Okay, first plant. Cast iron plant. Cast iron, the name, the clue is in the name. It's just you can't kill it, you can't bend it, you can't destroy it because it's pure cast iron. Cast iron plant, actually the scientific name is Aspidistra elatior. It's impossible to kill, bulletproof, bomb-proof. Of course it would need water in your homes. But yeah, look how pretty it is. It's quite lush, can be quite bushy. The leaves are okay, maybe a bit simple, but well, lots of plants have simple leaves.
You see, I'm a guy of simple taste.
I would say it's a little bit, people don't talk about Aspidistra that often. I think because it's actually not very, okay, I'll say this. It's a little bit old-fashioned to some people, this plant, but I don't believe it is, because look, what could be old-fashioned about this tropical look? This plant is native to southern Asia, so mostly China or Vietnam, and it grows actually under the trees, so in your homes it will tolerate low light conditions. If you forget to water it, okay, it will survive those things. Of course, it won't tolerate freezing conditions, so there are some limitations. Guess what plant is going to be next? That's the most commonly recommended by houseplant hoarders plant for the beginners. It's a snake plant, of course. That's a common name. The scientific name for this plant is Dracaena trifasciata. It used to be known up until 2017 as Sansevieria, but then since then it was placed under Dracaena plant name. As well, the other name for snake plant is mother-in-law tongue. In some parts of the world, this plant is known as money plant, because of the look of like a little bit like a dollar. It is native to tropical West Africa, and in optimal conditions, it can grow up to 2 meters even in your homes. Of course, it won't get to that size, but yeah, it can be quite impressive. It's a very easy to look after plant. Even in winter, actually, you can even water it maybe once every couple of months. It can tolerate low light conditions, so if you have any spot in your house that needs some greenery, then yeah, this is a great plant. Of course, it would prefer sunlight and lots of sunshine. Quite a few varieties available on the market. This one, that's another one. It's a little bit of like silver foliage. That's another one, thin tail it's called. You can easily propagate your snake plants. So I took cuttings of this particular one, and rooted in water, and I'll show you what the result was. And that's a cutting. After a long period of time, it's quite tall now. If you want to propagate snake plant using a method of cutting placed in water, then you will lose in the new plant the yellow edge, so it's just green, but it's still the same plant. Look what's happening here. Look, it's flowering. It doesn't smell yet because it's not fully bloomed, but when it blooms, the smell of snake plant flower is amazing. Plant number 3 is Dampcane. Dampcane is a common name, but actually this plant is Dieffenbachia reflector, the variety. Dieffenbachia reflector. The foliage is amazing. Actually, dampcanes have different foliage. This one is quite amazing, but some of them are just simple green or with white. Also known as well as leopard lily and dampcane. These are the common names. Dampcane is because it's not damp or it's just because it does have some toxins within the leaves, and when the toxins are digested, lose speech for a while, for a little bit. And actually it is slightly toxic as well for your pets, so watch out. This plant is native to Mexico, to South Argentina, to West Indies. It likes filtered light, and it can grow really, really huge actually. I'm looking forward for this plant to grow so amazingly tall, taller than me.